Hey there, boils and ghouls. It's your friend Terry and Tats. I'm back with a new video, and I'm sorry that I haven't been able to get much out in the way of videos. Just it's been a little quiet on the 4K Blu-ray front. Just not much has really been happening, but we got good stuff coming up. Especially with Scream Factory here in the next couple of months. We have Candyman that's coming out on 4K. We have Escape from New York. We have Life Force. We have a lot of good stuff on the way. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm back today with a new 4K Blu-ray review, and I'm really happy about this one. I am a fan of this movie. You already know which movie we're going to talk about today. It is a Synapse, but one thing you're going to notice if you get this edition is definitely Synapse in association with Arrow Video. And what we were talking about is the 1985 Dario Argento film, Phenomena. And I will say right off the bat, now this is a very nice addition, but here's the problem though. I'll tell you right off the bat, this is not going to appeal to everybody. Really, the only people who are really going to enjoy this are going to be number one, fans of Dario Argento, and number two, fans of this movie. And if you're neither, then this edition's not going to really appeal to you. Now, I do have the Synapse Blu-ray here, and we're going to get into some difference. There are a little bit of differences between the Blu-ray and the 4K, and we'll get into that. Mostly, it's there's a give and take of bonus features, but like I said, we'll get into that. Now, how did I think this movie looked in 4K? Honestly, I thought it looked beautiful. It looked amazing. This is one of the best looking 4K transfers from a Dario Argento film I've seen yet, and that's saying something because for the most part, the Argento movies have been upgraded to 4K so far. Suspiria looks amazing, and the work that Arrow had done with like Deep Red and Cat O' Nine Tails and Bird with the Crystal Plumage. So far the work on Argento's earlier films have really been solid, really sturdy, and this is no exception. There are moments though where I will say that the picture will go from very crisp, very clean, very clear, and then all of a sudden you're going to see a shot of where it goes to something, and in the picture quality goes to very murky, very grainy, and then it'll go back to being clean again. So there are little moments where that kind of thing pops up. So be aware of that. In terms of the sound, I thought that the sound was pretty good for the most part. There were a couple of moments where, particularly during some dialogue scenes, where I felt like the audio was a little too low, so I had to keep like turning it up so I could hear what they were saying. And we all know what that situation is like, and we've all been there. You get a movie, you start watching, it's like, the dialogue is so low, and I can't hear what they're saying. But then when the music or the sound effects comes, damn, I gotta turn that down. And that's kind of what's up with this one here. But overall, a really good transfer. One thing you're gonna like right off the bat, you're gonna notice how beautiful the picture quality on this looks, like just from the first frame, because the opening scene takes place kind of out in like the Italian countryside, and the green of the trees, and the rock trails, and the flowers and the weeds and everything else. Just the amount of detail you get is amazing. The snow-covered mountains and everything else. It's like you'll be blown away just from the very first image of this. And yeah, like I said, this is definitely a high up as far in terms of picture quality on an Argento 4K Blu-ray release. Okay, now we have here Phenomena, and we have the back here, beautiful artwork right there, and we get to our goodies on here. Now, you definitely tell though, because of the sturdy box and everything else, you could definitely tell like this feels, even though it is Synapse and it says Synapse on the spine and everything, because like, see right there, Synapse, it says Synapse on the spine, and I mean, this feels so much, there is such a heavy influence from Arrow on this, because this definitely feels like one of Arrow's releases. And one thing that's really nice too is we get a poster, and if you were a kid like me, who grew up in the 80s, and you spent an amount of time going into the VHS stores and rental stores and looking for movies to rent, you're definitely going to remember this VHS box cover. Now this is the American version, or the American title that the movie was released under, Creepers, even though the real title is Phenomena. But like I said, if you were a kid in the 80s and you went into video stores and you were browsing the horror section, yeah, this was one box cover that would definitely stick out to you. And to have a poster of it now is truly awesome. That is so cool. I can't wait to get a frame and hang this up. Of course, on the other side, we have a foreign poster with the actual film title, Phenomena. There we go. Anyway, just like I said, like if you seen that box cover in video stores growing up, how cool is that? That now you can have a poster of it. So, pretty snazzy, I think. And in like true fashion, with like what you would get with an Arrow release, we get a little booklet here. And where's that picture I was just looking at? Where is it at? I promise I'm getting there. Come on. There we go. There we go. Like you get the gorgeous Jennifer Connelly and Donald Pleasance there. And I know a lot of guys are like, oh my God, I had such a crush on Jennifer Connelly growing up. It's like, I think we all did. If we watched any of these Italian movies she was in, like this, or Once Upon a Time in America, or, of course, Labyrinth, obviously. But yeah, it's like, I think we all had a crush on Jennifer Connelly growing up, and she looks great, and she looks amazing in 4K. So if you just want some Jennifer Connelly eye candy, then yeah, you're going to definitely want this. Just kidding. But she does look stunning. Hell, it's like, what's that show she's on now? It's like Snowpiercer or something like that. She's on that show. She still looks amazing. So, but anyway, we get a little booklet here. Now we get to the meat and potatoes of this edition. Here we go. A beautiful case. Very similar to the blue kind of 4K Blu-ray case, the clear case that the Demons 1 and 2 came in. So you can tell that's kind of, usually like if it's an Arrow, they put them in like the black, you've seen before, they put them in the black 4K Blu-ray cases, where Synapse, you can tell this is where Synapse stepped in and did the touches, because they used the clear kind of like case you would get with something like a Criterion edition or something like that. But anyway, here's the front. Oh, good. Okay. And there's the spine, and then we get the back here. And we get some goodies in here. We get, first of all, I'll show you the lobby cards real quick. And, yeah. Okay, these are the back of the lobby cards, so they all look the same. Okay. But anyway, real quick, we're going to show you some of these. Okay, there's that. Oops. Forgive me, I had that one turned around for some reason. Okay, there's that. There's the scene at the beginning of the movie where the girl gets murdered, and not really giving anything away. It's just, and there's a shot where her head kind of goes back, and there's like glass, and her head hits the glass and everything. That's one of those shots where I was telling you, it's like, you'll definitely notice that shift, where the picture quality is amazing, and the 4K looks amazing and all this, and everything just looks crystal clear and sharp. But then you get this shot where it's like this here, where all of a sudden it's very murky, very grainy and stuff like that. Then it'll go back to being clear again. This is one of those shots. You'll notice it. You'll notice it definitely when you see the movie. So here we go. Stuff here, and there you go. Got some Donald Pleasance there. The killer. And nope. Sorry, you can tell these are very, very nice lobby cards. They're very thick. Okay. Gross. There we go. Now here we go. What they call the body swamp in the movie. That's one part though. It's like, unfortunately, that's where the 4K is really gonna be a little too much, because when you get to the scene with the body swamp where Jennifer Connelly is, she's in there and she's trying to get out, and it's like, it's gross. It's like the detail is very much there. You get to see the maggots, you get to see the body parts, the muck, the skeletons, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend eating when that part of the movie comes up, because it is gross, and yeah, the 4K really does bring that out, so be aware of that. Picture of Jennifer Connelly here. It looks definitely like a glamour shot, doesn't it? Yeah. Donald Pleasance with the monkey. So, there we go. That's it for the lobby cards. Sorry. And now we're going to get to the inside here. Okay, we got the inside of the case. We have a booklet for Synapse. Basically, it's a catalog, just kind of letting you know like what they have. You know, demons, obviously. You know, you guys remember I did the Demons 1 and 2 4K review here a while back. Just kind of giving you a catalog list of ideas of what Synapse has for release and everything else. So there's that. Okay, now we have our 2 discs here. We have the, hang on, if I can get that turned around. There we go. There's disc 1, obviously. They're both 4K discs. So, okay. And then, let's see here, I'm trying to, then there is disc 2. Okay. And as you can already see from here, we have reversible cover art. Yeah. So you can have it, you want it as creepers, you can have it as creepers, or you can go with phenomena. And I'm still debating on that. I think for right now, I'll keep it as phenomena. And, all right. So now we're going to start getting into the bonus features and what's included on here. And like I said, I am very impressed with the 4K picture quality. Sound quality is a little hit or miss, but other than that, that's fine. Okay, so now here's what we got. We have new 4K restorations of all 3 versions of Phenomena, including the original Italian version, which runs at 116 minutes, the international cut, 110 minutes, and the US Creepers cut, which runs at 83 minutes. Just my personal preference, I think you do find mine would definitely be the Italian cut because it runs the longest, but even the international cut's not going to hurt you, and we'll get into some detail about that here in just a minute, but the 83 minute Creepers version, I don't care for that. I'm sorry. I'd rather stick with one of the longer versions. That's just my preference. Okay, it's 4K presentations in Dolby Vision, limited edition slipcase packaging designed by artist Wes Benscoter. Sorry, my allergies are acting up a little bit. Reversible sleeve artwork, illustrated collector's booklet featuring liner notes from Mikkel J. Coven, Rachel Nisbet, and Leonard Jacobs. Fold-out double-sized poster, postcard, lobby card, reproduction art cards, all that which we just went through. Okay, disc 1. Okay, the Italian version. Lossless Italian DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 and 2.0 stereo soundtracks derived from the original 4-channel Dolby stereo elements. Lossless Hybrid English-Italian DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 soundtrack. English subtitles for the Italian soundtrack. Optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing for the hybrid soundtrack. Audio commentary by Troy Howarth, author of Murder by Design, The Universe, The Insane Cinema of Dario Argento. Now, that's a bonus feature that is not included on the Blu-ray, so that is something new that you're getting. You have Of Flies and Maggots, a feature-length 2017 documentary produced by Arrow Films, including interviews with co-writer, producer, director Dario Argento, actors Fiore Argento, David Marotta, Dario Nicolodi, and Fiorenza Tessari, co-writer Franco Ferrini, cinematographer Romano Albani, production designer Angelo Iacano. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names, I really am. Special effects artist Luigi Cozzi, special makeup effects artist Sergio Stivoletti, makeup artist Pier Antonio Micati. Again, I'm sorry about the names. Underwater camera operator Gia Lorenzo. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pronounce it. And composers Claudio Simonetti and Simon Boswell. Original Italian and international theatrical trailers, Jennifer music video directed by Dario Argento, and Japanese press book gallery. Okay. Now on disc 2, You have international and creepers versions. Lossless English DTS HD Master 5.1 and 2.0 stereo soundtracks on the international version, derived from the original 4-channel Dolby Stereo elements. Lossless English DTS HD Master audio soundtracks on Creepers, master from the original 3-track DME magnetic mix and presented in 2 variants, 1.0 mono and an alternate 2.0 stereo music mix. Optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. Audio commentary on the international version by Argento scholar and author Derek Botelha, and film historian, journalist, and radio television commentator David Del Valle. The 3 sarcophagi, a visual essay by Arrow Films producer Michael McKenzie comparing the different cuts of Phenomena. Rare alternate 2.0 stereo mix on the international version featuring different sound effects and music cues. Creepers US trailer and US radio spots. Now the commentary on the international and Creepers, that's pretty much carried over from the Blu-ray, okay? But what you do miss, okay, we have here, this is the Blu-ray version, and you are missing a couple of things, okay? Now, you have the Creepers, let me show you right here, there, okay? You do have the Creepers 83-minute version on here, same as you do on the 4K. You have the audio commentary track on Phenomena, the 110-minute version, from Argento scholar and author Derek Botella and film historian, journalist, and radio television commentator David Del Valle. Dario Argento's World of Horrors. Now, this is one that kind of like got substituted. See, it's like here on the Blu-ray, it's not here on the 4K. So if you're a fan of that bonus feature and you really want to hold on to it, then yeah, you might want to hang on to this still. But this they kind of substituted with the Of Flies and Maggots, the feature-length 2017 documentary about the making of the film. So you could tell they kind of substituted something there. Another thing that is missing that I didn't find on here at least was the interview with Andy Sex Gang and the Phenomena International trailer, Creepers US and trailer radio. So that's included on here. But yeah, so it all depends, I mean, like I said, this is still a worthwhile addition. And same as like the 4K, you do get the cover, the disc art is a little bit different. You can kind of tell. And similar to the 4K, you do get the, Creepers reversible artwork. So it's up to you if you want to put that on there. But yeah, I would say, if you're just a casual fan of this movie, or if you're, not really big into Argento films or something like that, I would say probably just go ahead and stick with this. But, this 4K release, and also too, if you're living on a budget, I mean, let's face it, I've said it before in videos, 4K is a luxury. And right now, especially with prices going up, everything going up right now, 4K just isn't something that everybody can afford. And so, I would definitely recommend this, if you can get it. I strongly recommend. But if you're on a budget and you can't really afford it, then, this will do you just fine. You'll get by on this just fine. But anyway, to wrap it up, yeah, the 4K Blu-ray of Phenomena put out by Synapse in association with Arrow Films. I definitely recommend it. It's a great addition. And the picture looks great. The sound looks great. You get a lot with it. And I definitely say, yeah, go for it. If you're a fan of the film, you're a diehard Argento fan, go get it. So anyway, that's going to do it. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave it a like. If you haven't already, go and subscribe to the channel. I do plan to get much more out there. Just kind of having to take it as it comes. And that's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I'll see you later, boys and ghouls.